Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Yasser Kulfraz and your tutor for business environment session module. This is our first session of introduction to the business environment, and today we will discuss different type of businesses and their functions. So before I started, can you see my screen? Can you hear my voice? Everything is okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So overall aim for this unit is to equip you with the knowledge to understand various type of businesses, their key functions, and the strength they adopt to achieve their objectives. So we will also touch on concepts such as the micro and macro business environment, concept of equality, and conduct a business analysis to understand how businesses function in real world scenario. Indicated content, again, structure and classification of business, uh, classification of economy by sector like primary, secondary, and tertiary, difference between the private and public sectors in term of ownership and objectives. Uh, then understand understand different type of businesses and their functions. So to understand the different type of businesses studies, it is essential to learn the key terminology and in the field, like proprietorship, or refers to business owned and managed by single. Then partnership, corporation described, limited company, and uh, public limited company. So we will discuss in further. Right. So understanding a different type of businesses and their function is critical to analyzing their structure, objectives, and impact. Businesses can be classified, uh, as I said, based on ownership, profit orientation, and industry focus. So each classification serves unique purposes and role within the economy, right? So comprehensive analysis of these classification reveals how businesses operate to achieve their goals by examining ownership structure, profit motives, and functional roles. So one can appreciate the diverse ways organizations contribute to economic development and meet consumer needs. Type of businesses, there are different type of businesses. You might heard many of them. Do you know that? Have you ever heard about sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, limited or public limited or non-profit? Any comments?
Um, for example, sole partnership that you're doing it on your own individually, singly, and like or like other like partnership with like you're working with people, creating your own business with other people. That's different than solo partnership.
Yes, spot on. So basically, like when we talk about sole proprietorship, you know that you might meet every days in your local shops. Most of them are sole proprietorship. So these are owned and managed by one individual. Sorry. So one individual, such as a freelancer or small shop owners, they are simple in structure but expose the owner to high personal liability. Uh, then a partnership, in partnership, two or more individuals uh, share responsibility and profit. So these are common in legal and accounting professions. So then, corporations are independent legal entities owned by shareholders. They are reduce personal liability for owners. If I give you example, large public companies, for example, you can say Tesco or Sainsbury, Morrison. So limited liability companies, these offers the limited liability of corporation combined with the operational flexibility of partnership. So finally, non-profit charities organization aim to serve social, educational, or environmental purpose. For example, Oxfam, Greenpeace, which focus on social welfare rather than profit, or any other, that charity. Any questions so far?
No, not yet.
Okay, so profit orientations and purpose and industry focuses. So for profit orientations focused on generating profit, for example, again, I'll say stores around you, Tesco, Aldi, Asda, or Morrison. Non-profit organizations, these companies are, work for a specific missions, reinvesting income back into their activities rather than distributing it to owners for shareholders. For example, cancer research. Purpose and industry focus. Businesses classification can also be based on their purpose and industry they serve. This classification rather refine understanding of organization goals and methods. Service businesses provide an intangible offering directly to consumers. Examples including consulting firms and fitness centers or legal firms or accountants. When we talk about manufacturing businesses, that they produce or manufacture goods like uh, some automotive companies, car companies, or electric manufacturing. Retail businesses selling goods, grocery, makeup stuff, or clothing stores. Finally, when we talk about online businesses, operate primarily through internet platform, e-commerce sites. For example, Amazon or eBay are key examples. Any questions so far?
No, not yet.
Okay, awesome. Uh, this is your second module, or you have
Yes,
completed a few of them? Oh, this is your second module. Okay, okay. So basically, you're doing level three business management diploma. Am I right?
yeah.
Okay, okay. So every business has core functions that support its objectives and ensure smooth operation. So these functions are interdependent and vary, based on the type and purpose of the business. Operations and marketing operations involves producing goods, delivering services efficiently. Marketing promotes products and builds brand awareness. This function includes like advertising, marketing, research, and managing customer relationship. Finance function plays a central role in managing funds, investment, and expenses in business. Human resource is responsible for recruiting, training, and managing the workforce of an organizations. Customer services is another critical for maintaining customer satisfaction and loyalty. It involves resolving customer inquiries, addressing complaints, and improving the overall experience of clients. Research and development. This function drives innovation by developing new products, enhancing existing ones, and improving operational process. So this area is vital for industries like technology and manufacturing, where continuous innovation is necessary to remain competitive. For example, tech companies invest heavily in research and development to introduce groundbreaking products, while manufacturing industry use it to enhance efficiency and reduce costs. Objectives of different uh, businesses, main objectives are to for every companies, unless if it's a non-profit industry, that is profit. So for-profit organizations objectives aim to minimize profit, expand their market presence, and increase shareholder values. Non-profit organizations prioritize mission-driven goals over profit generation. Their objectives often include social development, community support, or environmental conservation. For example, Greenpeace focuses on raising awareness about environmental issues and taking action steps to promote ecological sustainability. Public sector organizations work towards providing efficient and accessible services to general public. These services include healthcare, education, transportation, and infrastructure development. Summary of functions with the real world example. Again, uh, the core function of business vary based on their type and objectives. Quick comparison highlight how these, if you look at here, functions operate differently. So operations for profit businesses like Tesco manage store operations efficiency, while non-profit like Cancer Research UK focus on running laboratories for their missions. Public sector organizations such as the NHS prioritize hospital operations to deliver healthcare services. We will look at marketing. For profit businesses, use advertising and attract customers as seen in campaign by ASDA. Non-profit like of Oxfam conduct a fundraising campaign to support their causes. Public sector organizations like NHS raise awareness about health issues. Then again, finance, investment management at Lloyd's Bank. If we talk about yeah, sorry. A grant management of at Red Cross for non profit organizations and public sectors, budgeting by local councils. Next is human resource functions vary with like a Sainsbury focuses on main focuses on recruitment, uh, save the children. If you look at here, managing volunteers and civil service, implementing employment policies in the services, civil services. Customer services, business like Amazon handle customer queries through all their call centers, while non-profit like Smartians offer helpline services. Smartian is provide a counseling and psychological kind of services, help people with psychological issues. So, public sector entities provide help desk in school or public offices. Research and development, like if ever you heard about Dyson, they make different kind of devices like Hoover as well. So while non research function support innovation in business like Dyson. So while non-profit like WWF focus on program development, public universities conduct research to advance knowledge in various fields. So conclusion for this part of session, uh, the study of different businesses highlights the diverse ways organizations operate to achieve their goals. For profit businesses prioritize for financial success, focus focusing on maximizing profit and increasing market value. They achieve these goals by developing competitive product and services and engaging in aggressive marketing strategies. For example, uh, Amazon, Tesco, and Dyson. Non-profit organizations operate to fulfill mission, their benefits, so society or the environment. Public sector organizations work to provide essential services like healthcare, education, and transportation. So each type of business tailor its function to meet unique objectives, whether financial, social, or public welfare related. Any questions so far about first session, first part of today's session?
Okay, so I have a question on, but it's on slide 12.
Slide 12. Yes.
And so I have a question. So, it says a non-profit um is like grant management at Red Cross, but um and for-profit is like for-profit is you get like paid to do it, and or like for an organization, and non-profit is that you do it out of yourself, right?
Wait, you're talking about finance here, grant management at Red Cross and budgeting by local councils. Is that right?
Yeah, but also I was talking about generally like in for-profit. Is that you work for a company, or you get paid, right? If you work for profit, and non-profit you don't get paid, right?
Work non-profits are basically private sectors company. Okay.
Oh, okay,
So you have to, like, you can be owner or group of companies or someone else can invest in their companies. Okay. So non-profit example, I was talking about grant management at that. They get grant from as a charity for from government. Okay. So
okay,
grant or donations from public. So when we talk about public sectors, these are government, like organizations like NHS. Government has to fix, specify money for them how to run NHS or government schools or universities. Okay,
okay.
understand now?
Yeah.
This was your question. So basically, non-profit organizations are completely different. So, uh, as I said, non-profit like run by public, as he's talking about Red Cross or some other charities. Any charities comes under non-profit, organizations. Their main cause is not profit. Profit is always earned by, private companies or some, the public sectors. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Any other question, Asim?
No, that's it.
Okay. So now we will move to say different type of businesses found in the public and private sectors. So public sector businesses, government here, that I will explain. You can see here in the is clear scenario. So government agencies funded by taxpayers, like you pay national insurance or you pay tax. So these agencies provide essential services like healthcare and infrastructures. For example, NHS and the Department of Education. I was just talking about, uh, uh, NHS and Education Department or universities. Public corporations, state-owned enterprises like the BBC, Network Rail, often self-fund their operations to deliver public services. Obviously, they make money as well. Municipal services, local government services such as public libraries, local councils focuses on meeting community needs. So here, non-government organizations, or we were talking about Red Cross, through classified under the public sector, NGOs often receive funding from both donations, whatever I was talking about, okay, and government grants, right? So
Yeah,
example include the British Red Cross and Citizen Advice Bureau. Private sector businesses, these are small businesses owned and run by one individual, such as local bakeries or freelancer or some other type of businesses. Uh, it's the same. Right. So, partnership, when we talk about partnership, businesses owned by two or more individuals sharing responsibilities and profit. Example including law firms, two or more solicitors work together, and accounting firms, private limited companies. These businesses are owned by shareholders but are not publicly traded. Example including, as we were talking about, Dyson or Virgin Atlantic. Public limited companies are publicly traded on stock exchange. That's mean you can buy shares. You might heard about share or stock market where you can buy shares. So you can buy shares of Tesco, Asda, uh, Rolls Royce, or some other companies like Morrison. Then, franchise licensed businesses models allows individuals to operate branches of large companies. That franchises are like Subways, McDonald's, KFCs. Uh,
yeah,
Non-profit organizations, again, these focuses on social mission and depend on donation or for funding. For example, cancer research, UK or Oxfam. Identify the various stakeholder involved with the business. Stock Stakeholders are individuals or groups that have an interest in business and can influence or be influenced by its activities. So these stakeholders uh, plays critical role in the operations and success of business. Owners and stakeholders, Owners or stakeholders invest capital into a business and have a financial interest in its profitability. Their focus is often on growth, revenue generation, and the value of their shares. For example, the shareholders of Tesco's are primarily concerned with the performance and stock value. They seek return on their investment and consistent business growth. Then employee, obviously, they are key stakeholders as well. Employees contribute their skills and expertise to help a business achieve its goals. They look for fair wages, job security, and supportive work environment. Right. Customers and supplier. Customers obviously are essential stakeholders as they purchase the products or service provided by a business. They expect quality, fair pricing, and availability. For example, shoppers at Sainsbury rely on the stores for quality goods at competitive prices. A business that prioritizes customer satisfactions often retain its market shares. Suppliers provide new material, goods, services to businesses. They seek timely payment and stable relationship. Maintaining good supply relationship ensures smooth operations. For example, McDonald's suppliers who provide food ingredients expect consistent contracts and promote payments to maintain a reliable partnership. Creditors and government. So, obviously, banks, institutions that lend money to the businesses, business takes some loans from the companies. They are interested in they are business stakeholders as well. They are interested in the ability to repay loans and manage financial risk. So, example is that lenders financing a startup monitors its performance to ensures repayments as agreed. Government plays another role as a stakeholder by ensuring businesses comply with laws and regulations, collect taxes, and promote economic stability. Government are interested in proper business practices, fair employment policies, and contribution to the economy. For example, UK government oversee Tesco's adherence to health and safety standards while monitoring its tax contribution. Community and competition. Right. Community is impacted by the operations of a businesses positively or negatively. Communities benefit from job creation and economic growth, but may face concerns like environmental issues. For example, a new Amazon warehouse can create job opportunities, but may lead to increased traffic or noise in the area. So businesses often engage with communities to maintain positive relationship and reduce concerns. Competitors observe the business closely to adjust their strategies and remain competitive. Healthy competitions often benefits the market by driving innovation and improving quality. For example, Coca-Cola and Pepsi actively monitor each other's market and product uh, launches, ensuring their offering stay relevant and competitive. Uh, Another stakeholder is media and environmental group. Media organizations play a key role in shaping a business public image. They cover business activities, report on achievement, and may expose scandals. Companies arrives to maintain a positive reputation through the media. For example, news outlets reporting on McDonald's sustainable packaging efforts uh, highlights its environmental contribution, which can improve its public image. Then, environmental groups are another stakeholders. Environmental groups monitor the ecological impact of businesses, advocating for sustainable practices and pollution control. They encourage companies to adopt environmentally friendly measures. For example, Greenpeace evaluates companies like Shell for their companies' compliance with environmental standards, urging them to reduce carbon emission and preserve natural resources. Trade unions, these are stakeholders, so I think so. This will be all right. Right, stakeholders and special interest groups. Trade unions represent the interest of employee by advocating for their fair wages. UK's largest trade union is Unite. So, safe working conditions and employer rights. Then negotiate with businesses to ensure fair treatment for work of worker. Uh, for example, trade union represent Amazon employee seek improved wages and better working conditions. Special interest groups focus on social, cultural, or economic issues that businesses might influence. They often advocate for business rights, ethical practices, or economic equality. For example, consumer watchdog organizations monitor product safety and ensure business comply with fair trade practices, promoting ethical standards. So, by understanding stakeholders, businesses can effectively manage relationship and align their goals with the expectations of those who influence or are influenced by their activities. Any questions so far, Asim?
No, not yet.
Okay, so conclusion for this part of session, understanding a stakeholder is critical for any businesses. These stakeholders have unique interests that can significantly influence companies' decision. Effectively engaging with them help ensure a business long-term success. Businesses that listen to and work with their stakeholders, such as employees, customers and shareholders are better positioned to make informed decisions and act responsibly. Right. Describe an organization's business objectives. Clear set of business objectives guides an organization's direction and ensures that its activities align with the long-term goals. Uh, uh, for example, your college, UK Versity Online Limited, an educational institute established in 2015 in Manchester. Uh, the institution focus on providing both online and classroom-based learning. So its business objectives for the period 2023 and 2025 are outlined in a strategic plan that highlights key area of development. Number one, excellence education. UK University aims to offer a balanced delivery model with 60% of its courses delivered online and 40% in a classroom setting. So this mix allows the institution to cater to diverse learning preferences, making educations more accessible and expanding its reach to a broad audience by adopting this approach. UK University ensure that it meet the needs of different student demographics. Uh, infrastructure. Uh, right. Development to support its growing number of students and expand its learning environment. UK University plans to acquire or mortgage its own premises. By doing so, the institutions will have dedicated spaces that cater to both online and in-person learning. This development will enhance the physical infrastructures, providing an improved environmental for students and faculty. Financial sustainability, financial stability uh, is critical for the long-term success of any organizations. So UK Varsity plans to boost student recruitment by offering short study visa routes and expanding its agent network. These strategies are designed to generate additional revenue, which will help the institution achieve its strategic objectives while maintaining financial security. Human resource development, UK University aims to achieve the investors in people recognition by 2025. This demonstrates a commitment to developing and valuing staff, ensuring that employees uh, have the skills, support, and recognition they need to contribute to the institution's success. Developing human resource is a key aspect of maintaining a skilled workforce and fostering a positive organizational culture. Then customer course portfolio expansion. Uh, UK Varsity intends to expand its range of courses, both online and in class, to meet the evolving needs of its students. So, by offering a broader range of course, the institutions aim to help learners achieve their educational and professional goals. Diversified course portfolio ensures that students have access to quality education in various fields, enhancing their academic and career opportunities. Strategic partnership, establishing partnership with universities is a key objectives for UK University. These partnership will allow the institutions to offer top up undergraduate and postgraduate courses, providing students with additional academic progression opportunities. uh, Agent network development to increase its global presence. UK University plans to build a network of 10 international agents. This network will play a significant role in a student recruitment, helping to expand the institution's accessibility to international students by working with agent from different regions. UK University can reach a wider audience, thereby enhancing its enrollment numbers and international reputation. Any questions so far, Asim?
No, not yet.
Okay. Can you see my screen? Hear my voice?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Satellite center establishment. uh, the further expand its reach, UK University plan to establish satellite center in Malaysia, mainland China, and Hong Kong. So these courses, these centers will extend the institution's educational services to international student, broadening its global footprint. The establishment of satellite centers will allow UK University to provide localized support to students in these regions while continuing to offer high quality education. So these objective reflects UK University's strategic approach to growth and development by focusing on expansion, partnership and enhancing the course offering. UK University aims to become a leading institutions in the online education sector, ensuring it meets the educational needs of students worldwide. So list a range of benefits of socially responsible business behavior. There are several benefits of socially responsible of business behavior. Enhanced brand image and reputation. Engaging in socially responsible actions can significantly improve a company's brand image. For example, business that support local communities, reduce their environmental footprint, and ensures fair labor practices are often more appealing to customers, investors, and partners. Consumers are increasingly concerned with the ethical standards of the businesses they support, making socially responsible practices an important factors in brand reputation. For example, Ben and Jerry, if you look at it, its commitment to sustainable sourcing and social justice, this commitment has helped enhance the company's reputation and attract customers who align with its values. Next is increase customer loyalty and attraction and retention of employees. So, in today's market, consumers are increasingly making choices based on their personal values, particularly around sustainability, social justice, and ethical labor practices. So, businesses that demonstrate social responsibility often see stronger customer loyalty. Customers are more likely to support brands that align with their ethical beliefs, particularly those that prioritize environmental practices, protections, fair working conditions, and social inquiry equity. For example, Patagonia's eco-friendly practices appeal to environmentally conscious customers by commitment to sustainability. Patagonia attracts customers who care about environmental issues. This loyalty is built on shared values between the company and its customer, strengthening long-term relationships. Attractions and retention of employees. Additionally, businesses with a strong ethical stance often find it easier to attract employees who share similar values. With companies promote a social responsibility culture, they appeal to potential employees looking for meaningful work that align with their beliefs. Uh, Google is a prime example of a company that has built a reputation for social responsibility. Its culture attracts talent who value purpose driven work, contributing to high job satisfaction and reduced employee turnover. Operational efficiency and cost saving initiatives such as reducing waste or waste usage not only help the environment but also reduce operational cost. Again, Walmart energy efficiency initiative cut costs and reduce the company's carbon footprints. Access to capital investment opportunities. Hmm. uh, Additionally, businesses that prioritize social responsibilities are increasingly attractive to investors. These companies are often seen as lower risk as their ethical practices suggest they are well positioned for long term success. Investors are more likely to support companies that align with their values. Tesla is a car company you might heard about. It's American. Elon Musk is owner of Tesla. Is a good example of a company that attracts investors interested in clean energy and sustainable technology. So by investing in such companies, investors helps drive both environmental sustainability and financial growth. Better risk management and community support and social license to operate. Risk management and community support engaging in ethical business behavior also helps companies manage potential risks. Companies that operate responsibly are less likely to face regularly fines, legal actions, or public backlash. So, by adhering to ethical standards, businesses ensures they remain compliant with changing laws and regulations, which helps mitigate the risk of penalties. So, Unilever reduce risk of penalties and align with regularly shifts. Being social responsibility social responsible can also foster goodwill in local communities, which can be essential for businesses success. Starbucks is a big example for this. Starbucks has successfully built community support through initiatives such as job creation in underserved area. This not only helps the community, but also allows Starbucks to operate more smoothly and receive local support for its efforts. Improved innovation, increased competition or competitiveness. So, commitment to sustainability and social responsibility often lead to increased innovations. Companies that focus on these areas are most likely explore new products, practices, or ideas to meet their goals. Interface or corporate manufacturer development new sustainable materials and process as part of its environmental commitment. Social responsibility can differentiate a business from competitors, offering a different or unique selling points that appeal to conscious customers and business partners. Body shop ethical sourcing policies set it apart in the beauty and personal care industry. Long term sustainability and growth. Long-term sustainability and growth, social responsibility also plays a vital role in ensuring long-term sustainability and growth. By taking environmental and social impacts into accounts, companies can build resilience and adapt to changing market conditions. So this adaptability helps businesses maintain stability and thrive in the long run. Example is IKEA. IKEA has invested heavily in renewable energy sources to secure its future growth. These investments not only help the company reduce its carbon footprint but also contribute to its long-term stability. So, by focusing on sustainability, IKEA is positioning itself for sustainable growth in the future while continuing to meet the needs of its customer. Conclusion for this session, uh, in conclusion, socially responsible businesses behavior provide numerous benefits. It enhance a company's reputation, build customers' loyalty, and attract top talent. So these advantage in run contribute to the company's long-term success. Businesses that adopt ethical practices are also better positioned to reduce cost, manage risk, and foster strong relationship with the communities in which they operate. Social responsibility is not just about doing the right thing, it creates value for both the company and society, ensuring that businesses can thrive and grow sustainably over time. Here some references, and also you can get some books and material on your learning management system or Moodle. Thank you very much, Asim, for joining me this evening. So, any questions, concerns, or any issues, or anything else?
No, not yet.
Okay,
No,
thank
no,
you
no.
very much. And tomorrow, I'll see you same time at 6 o'clock for our second session. And by then, if you have any questions, you can drop me an email at yasir@ukversity.co.uk. Thank you very much, Asim, and I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and bye for now. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, bye for now, Asim. Okay. See you
Okay.
tomorrow at 6 o'clock.